All right, welcome back to the Saturday edition of the BVM F15 reassembly slash update. And I say update because I've changed quite a bit of stuff and just made it better. You got to remember, yeah, it's BVM. It's got the BVM name on it, but it's made by Jet Legend, and it's an Agent ARF. No matter how you want to spin it. So that being said, if you've been in the hobby, especially the jet side, for any amount of time, you know that there are issues with these things if you're not careful, because the people that build them, they're just monkey see, monkey do, and that's not like an insult. That's just meaning that they are shown how to do something, and if they're not shown the right way, then they don't do it the right way. And the people that build these and assemble these quote-unquote plug-and-play ARFs are not modelers. So you need to remember that when you're doing this. So when you get one that is a plug-and-play from BVM and they say, well, you just stick your motor in it and your receiver, program it and go fly. I'm like, well, yeah, you could do that, but that's playing Russian roulette with about, I mean, heck, even this, and it's kind of funny how your perspective changes. Like, this is what I consider a small model. And somebody kind of reminded me of something, and because I was talking about flying at our local club, and I was like, well, I can fly this F15. He's like, well, that's not a small jet. And I'm like, huh? But considering where I started, this would be a small jet. But even, because I started out with a 1/6 scale F16. So I guess I never really went small. My smallest jet was something like a Harlock. So I guess that would be what they're considering. But he flies a 90, so that to me is kind of a small jet for me, But this is still a small jet in comparison. So, but even this jet is, gosh, $7,000-8,000, from BVM. They charge a premium, man. It's cheaper than what it would have been if it was something that Bob Violet designed and produced, but still. So just keep that in mind when you get one of these, even if it is a quick, I've seen them put them together at events. Like, they get it in, they open it up that day, and the next day they're trying to maiden it. And yeah, you may get through it, but long term, and that's also, like I said, that's just in my opinion, an unsafe way of doing things, because our hobby, is one accident away from, possibly going away. So just always check this. Go over it. Check every servo. Check every bolt, and everything, and just make sure you can't find anything. Because if you're too, people may not like this because I see it all the damn time. People got more money than sense and flying ability. But if you don't have the time to be responsible with your model and make sure it's airworthy, then you don't need to be doing it in a hobby. Just like real world aviation, the minute you don't respect aviation and think you've got it licked, you need to get out of it, because it'll kill you. So you always have to respect it and never trust anything. So always check it. Anyways, so continuing on. So the motor is in. I got the bell mouth on and everything, and I don't. Oh, scared me. Yeah, so everything is on. The only thing I wasn't too keen on was the bell mouth doesn't sit, it's kind of tilted up a little bit, versus, my phone. Hopefully this thing's still recording. Anyways, the bell mouth is tilted up a little bit, but that shouldn't really affect anything. But it's on there secure now with that third screw. The pipe's secure. The motor's secure. I got the fuel line ran here. I put two little 4mm MAP holders, glued them on there, just running it up through there. And I've been kind of working in this front section. And let me get my light here. So I got the pump mounted, like I said. I glued on this wood, this little 1/8 ply piece that I cut, and put two screws. So if I need to remove the pump, I just loosen these two screws. I've got the 6mm with the step up. Of course, in this instance, it'd be a step down because it's 8mm out of the UAT because it's high flow. steps it down to 6mm into the pump, and then it comes out 4mm. So this is what runs back to the engine. And I've got everything hooked up in there now. Ooh, I gotta fix that UAT. I've also got this line ran here, which goes to the nose, which is the dry lock fill port, with another little 6mm mount. And I'm about to start the process of tying up these wires and these little air lines and putting everything back together. So we're kind of, my goal is to get this all done and get my my DOPH, my power system here mounted. It's gonna go like right here on the board. I don't like all these cutouts. I wish they just do a solid board, but the air system, and this is flipped over, but the air system with all the air valves is right here. So this is going to go right here. And so that'll technically have it about right here in the jet. And then the batteries will be as needed for CG. And then the gyro, I'm going to put like right here in the middle here. So be a quick hookup. All this stuff's labeled and it should be fairly simple. I didn't know what the RPM key one was because it wasn't in the manual for this little controller, but apparently it was in the BVM manual, which is a good thing about BVM. They do good manuals and everything. So if you follow the instructions in the manual, the settings, you should be successful. But it mentioned that this RPM key is the afterburner ring. So I guess that will get tied into I don't know how you would do that, because unless there's a lead here that plugs into your throttle, I don't know, we'll see. But I removed the BVM air fill, did the MAP one, and it's all hooked up. So there's your little update, and I'm gonna get back to, like I said, tidying all this up, and then I'll do another video this afternoon. Well, it is afternoon, this evening. So you guys take it easy and stay classy. Cheers.